Hello everyone, Tom Pounder here, the online campus pastor at New Life Christian Church, and I want to share with you a Bible verse that I really like and I read recently in one of my own personal Bible studies. It's Ephesians 5:1. It says, "Therefore be imitators of God as beloved children." I think we've heard this verse or a similar verse like this before where it's encouraging us to be imitators of Christ or be ambassadors of Christ, be imitators of God. And so the question I want to answer today is just how do you become an imitator of God? What can you do to become an ambassador of God? How does that work? What does it look like? Well, the best example of trying to be an imitator of God is to find an example that you can relate to, that you can model yourself after. And that example is Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God, and he came down and lived among us for years. And we can look at his life and see what he did and modeled after that, so we can be an imitator of God, an imitator of Christ, and reflect that upon other people. So what can you do? How can you be an imitator of Jesus today? Well, there's a few things that you can do. One of them is just to spend time with God. Spend time with Jesus. You know, in the Bible, it constantly says about Jesus going away and spending time with God, or waking up really early in the morning and spending time with God. If you want to be an imitator of Jesus, if you want your life to be radiant of God's love and God's characteristics, you have to spend time with Jesus. You have to spend time with God. So I want to encourage you, if you're not making time, spend time with Jesus today. The more you spend time with Jesus, the more that you can imitate who he is and who he was to so many other people. Another thing you can do is just to be obedient. You know, a lot of times we read the Bible, but we don't do what it says. We think, okay, it's good and there's good principles here in the Bible, but we still don't let it impact us and do what it says. Hey, if you want to be an imitator of Jesus, you have to be obedient. Jesus was obedient to God. Remember, it says in Philippians, he was obedient, even obedient to death on the cross. I don't think Jesus really wanted to die. I mean, who really wants to die? But Jesus was obedient to God's ultimate plan to bring salvation to everyone. And so he was obedient. If you want to be an imitator of Jesus, if you want to be an imitator of God, you have to be obedient. Read the Bible and then do what it says. Another thing that you can do is love other people. And in particular, love those who don't even like you. Love your enemies. Okay, if we want to be an imitator of Jesus, we have to love everyone. That doesn't mean that you have to go above and beyond and be ultra nice and ultra caring for everyone. But it does mean that you can show them compassion, show them care, and show them love, even when they're not your friends. And so I want to encourage you. You want to be an imitator of Jesus? You got to love people. Jesus loved people, and he was nice to people, even those who didn't like him. Another thing that you can do is to help other people in need. Jesus constantly showed compassion to all people, even those people that other people were afraid to talk to or hang around with. Jesus went and healed people and helped people. He met their needs, so he had compassion for other people. If you want to be an imitator for Christ, help other people. Have compassion for other people. And lastly, another thing that you can do is to just simply listen to people. Jesus was constantly listening to people. He was having conversations with people. He didn't just say, "Oh no, you're not worthy of hanging out with me. You're one of the socially outcasted persons." No, he hung out with all people. And he had compassion for them, he listened to them, and talked with them. So take time to listen to people. Take time to not just share about yourself, but listen to other people today, and take time to show that you care for them. So these are just few of the examples that you can do today to be an imitator of God and an imitator of Christ. But they're not the only ones. So I'm curious to see how you're being an imitator of Christ today. If you've got something that you're doing, I would love to hear it. Definitely put it in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you're doing. But I also want you to know that when you're an imitator of Jesus, not only are other people going to benefit and experience Jesus in a great way, but you're going to benefit too, and you're going to grow in a mighty way. So I want to encourage you, be an imitator of God, be an imitator of Christ today, and see the impact that you can have, again, not just on the lives of other people, but that God can have it in your life as well. All right, everyone. Well, I'd love to talk to you more about this. If you have questions or thoughts or concerns about any of the stuff that we talked about today, definitely hit me up on email, tomp@newlife.church, or you can even hit me up on Twitter. I love Twitter. @TAPounder is my Twitter handle. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you're an imitator of Christ in everything you do today. Have a great day, everyone.